Chris Muns. I'm the chairman of the Hampton Democrats, and welcome you to this evening's forum. This is the first of a series of nonpartisan policy forums that we're going to be sponsoring this year. Our next will cover health care reform, and that's scheduled for June 18th, tentatively scheduled for June 18th here. Later this summer, we're going to be taking a look at education, and in the fall, we're hoping to organize a session on energy, the environment, and climate change, and then a second one on the growing threat in Afghanistan and Pakistan. The purpose of these forums is to raise awareness, understanding, and dialogue within the community about the critical issues that are facing all of us. And anyone and everyone is welcome to attend, and quite frankly, the broader the background of the people that do attend, and the broader the point of view of the people that come, the better off we're all going to be. These forums are dedicated to the notion that if we take some time to listen to each other, rather than just talk to each other or talk at each other, we'll discover that we probably share more common ground than we think we do, and that on that foundation, we can hopefully build some solutions that are going to be a benefit to all of us. The title of tonight's session is Property Tax Relief is a Time for Reform in New Hampshire. The purpose of tonight's session is to understand the impact that the property tax system is having on our neighbors, our towns, and the state, and to discuss various alternatives, what some of the alternatives to the property tax might be. The purpose of tonight's session is not to advocate for one particular solution. That's not what this is about this evening. We're very happy to have with us tonight three professors of economics from the University of New Hampshire: Robert Moore, Richard England, Neil Nyman, and also with us are Mark Fernald and Alexander Lee, who brought this wonderful banner with them from the Granite State Fair Tax Coalition. Gentlemen, we thank you all for coming. The agenda for tonight's discussion is as follows. Rob is going to spend a few moments reviewing for us the different ways governments can and do raise revenues and what the general impact of those are. Mark Fernald will then present a more detailed perspective on the impact that the property tax is currently having on real families in New Hampshire. And then Richard England and Neil Nyman will join Rob and Mark in a panel discussion moderated by Alex Lee on the alternatives to the current system. We think that that'll probably take us till about 7:15, 7:20, maybe a little longer. And then what we want to do is really throw it open for discussion, Q&A, discussion, and we want to hear from you, as many of you as possible. That's what this is all about, is really starting to share ideas and discussion. There are only three ground rules that I'm going to insist on this evening. The first is that we're all courteous and respectful to our guests and our neighbors, and we respect their right to openly express their opinions. Second, we want to hear from as many people as possible. So, not that any of you would do it, but if anyone decides to get up on a soapbox and talk at length, I will limit your time. So, and three, we want to keep our conversations civil, and we don't want to engage in any personal attacks. That's not what this is about. This is about listening and hopefully learning and being able to move forward. So thanks again for coming, and with that, I'm going to hand it off to Rob Moore.
Okay.